we're putting the work in to not only better ourselves, but better our communities.
Bro, don't hype it up too much. They're not gonna give you more. They're not gonna give you more money. It's crazy. They get paid $5 a day. It's bullshit. This fire would be so much larger if they weren't out here. They need to get paid an adequate wage. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are on our way to the Rose Bowl right now, where we are going to be linking up with a new friend of the show. His name is Scott. He's a producer, and he's also a recidivism activist. We're gonna be linking up with him because he is going to be feeding some of the firefighters that have been working tirelessly around the clock in combating all the wildfires that have been taking place in Los Angeles. So far, the last death toll that I saw was around 10, with more than 10,000 structures that have been burned to the ground. Obviously, this is one of the most impactful wildfires, certainly the most devastating wildfire in California history. And one of the lesser known aspects of combating wildfires in the state of California is the fact that the California state relies sometimes upwards of 30% of the firefighting force at any given point during wildfire season. California state relies on inmates, incarcerated firefighters. Some of these incarcerated firefighters make $5 to $10 a day according to publicly available data. Some of them makes upwards of $26 a day. Now obviously these numbers are incredibly low. They are incarcerated. It's a valuable training program, and until recently they had no opportunity to join a full-time staffed employed fire department. Since I believe 2022, there have been initiatives to expunge their record if they have any drug offenses, or if they have any sort of felony on their record. They're incarcerated. They must have it expunged in order to be able to get EMT training, which is a requirement to become a California firefighter. They still, as far as I understand, cannot join municipalities unless it's like a super rare instance. We're going to be talking to these guys. They're still technically in prison, but for the time being, they're out of prison and at the Rose Bowl in the staging area, you know, after a long day, sometimes 12-hour shifts or even longer, combating wildfires, clearing out brush. So we're going to go talk to them about their experiences and what their day-to-day looks like, and hopefully help people understand that the incarcerated population are human too. Now, of course, this sounds really silly when I say it, but unfortunately, it's something that must be said, because in the United States of America, we have one of the most draconian prison structures, one of the worst carceral states on the entire planet. 25% of the entire planet's prisoner population, despite only making up 4% of the entire planet's population. A quarter of the imprisoned people on this planet behind bars are in the United States of America. Even in one of the, on paper, most successful reintegration initiatives, this is a very valuable training structure and allowing prisoners to experience dignity and actually give back to their communities. It still seemingly is used as a way to basically have a servile, indentured servant population. Slavery, as you know, is constitutionally protected under the 13th Amendment. Slavery as a mechanism of punishment is perfectly permissible, allowed, and still exists in the United States of America, in many states, including California. California, as a matter of fact, had a ballot initiative in the last election, in the general election that we just had, where they overwhelmingly voted to preserve slavery as a form of punishment in the state constitution. I'm joined, of course, by Caroline Kwan, Marchie Poo, and also my very own volunteer firefighter, engineer extraordinaire, Marat Piker, on this wonderful journey. Thank you guys so much for coming.
So the Anti-Recidivism Coalition, that's a group that works with these incarcerated firefighters who we are going to go talk to. They currently have a fundraiser to raise funds for these firefighters after they are released from prison. The way firefighting works, not even just during times of crisis like this, is that they're 24 hours on, 24 hours off. So we're going to be talking to a group of people who are on the 24 hours off, but obviously they're exhausted, and it's a lot what they're doing right now, but that's how it is. So they work for 24 hours straight, and then they have 24 hours off. God damn. But, oh my God, the governor is there right now. Oh, well, that'll be fun.
Gavin is right behind us right now. Yeah. Big Gav, gruesome Governor Gavin Newsom, California. I've never met him. California lost, ruling with an iron fist. What do you want to tell the camera about yourself?
Scott Budnick, movie producer, spent 14 years making The Hangover and Project X and a bunch of stupid shit. Went into juvenile hall, met a bunch of incarcerated kids, and started doing this. and here we are, still making movies, but doing this is what kind of feeds my soul.
And what's the group that you work with predominantly? Like you have a recidivism.
ARC.
Coalition, right?
So it's an organization I started. So after I was making comedies, then I did that, and now I'm back in the movie business making movies, but I'm still on the board of ARC and doing this kind of work.
We were supposed to have a meeting
on Friday, and I got evacuated.
That was like I didn't even realize that you were doing this thing. We were supposed to have this meeting, and I thought it was like a regular, sometimes producers and stuff like that hit me up. And then Caroline was like, oh, I was doing some research on like incarcerated firefighters, like where to donate and whatnot, because it's something that we talk about quite a bit.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, there's this guy, Scott Budnick. And I was like, I know this name. Where do I know? It's like, oh my God.
Wait, you figured this out?
Yeah, she's the one.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait a second, that's crazy that these two things intersected.
We actually have a mutual.
What's going on, man?
Kimbo,
nice to meet you. Kimbo, Hasan,
So
nice
I
to meet
saw, I
you.
was like, oh, this guy. Okay, I think we gotta connect with them.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Any big Kimbo right here?
Kimbo, you're on Twitch.
What's up with it? How's it going?
So, from what
You
we
guys
understand, Scott was telling us, Scott was giving us the lay of the land here.
Okay.
So you're originally from Juvie, right? Or
nah, I'm a youth offender.
You're a youth
I caught my
offender.
case at 18.
All the red caps here, in particular, if you can show right there, they're all from. Are you guys all from the same correctional facility?
Yeah, we're all from Growlersburg Fire Camp.
Okay.
We're the Wild Peak Crews.
Okay.
So crews here right now.
These guys went in as juvenile offenders. From what I understand, there's also there's a lot of restrictions in terms of who can do this kind of firefighting as an incarcerated individual. But for you guys, there's a additional opportunity, right? Like even if you went in as a violent offender,
Yes, sir.
if you went into a juvenile facility, you still have the ability to come.
Yeah.
And get training. What are the benefits of doing something like this?
Okay, we got violent crime, so we got sentenced to a longer time.
Yeah.
And we're supposed to go to high level security yards, real serious stuff going down, real dangerous yards. But with this opportunity with Scott Budnick, he let the guys that got caught up at 18 not have to go do time with like OG lifers and all that. So we got an opportunity to come to fire camp, and we get time cuts, so time off our sentence, a bunch of time off our sentence. We're like the highest paid inmates in the whole system.
What's the pay though? It's still pretty low, right?
Yeah, it's still low. I think I get like $180 a month.
That's crazy.
They give you extra when it's during a crisis, right?
Nah, we don't get no extra during no crisis.
No?
Not for us. Maybe the free firefighters, but we don't get no extra during the crisis. But there's supposed to be a pay increase in the future. We're supposed to get $5 an hour. That's still low for like people on the street. But for us, we're like that make us like we'll be doing real well.
Yeah, but you're doing crazy work. You're out here. You said 24 hours in, 24 hours out, right? And then sometimes they do 12 hours in, 12 off. But I mean, what are some of the things that you do on a day-to-day basis out here?
We go in with our tools. We hike a bunch of miles. We're on the mountain. Then we grab. We work with our hand tools. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it's like the hardest job in the firefighting for the wildland. Period. It's like we're like infantry. We're the foot soldiers.
Yeah.
So we're cutting line. We're scraping brush. We're using chainsaws. Scraping brush. We're making a path between the fire and the rest of the fuel, the community, the brush. So we make that barrier. We create that barrier with our hand tools. But it takes a long time. It takes hours and hours, and we go where the bulldozers can't get to. You feel me? So we're going tight spaces, real steep, where a bulldozer would like fall if it would try to go up there. It's crazy. So. Yeah, it's crazy stuff. We sleep out there. We get our rest when we can out there on the mountain. It's crazy. Yeah.
It gets dangerous too, right?
It's dangerous.
Yeah.
It's dangerous. I have to dodge rocks sometimes coming down. Dodge them. You feel me? I swear to God, my mama. We got it. This is crazy, bro. It's crazy. It's dangerous work.
Will you like it?
Yeah.
Do you feel like it's almost like a respite from being? Is it better than being in prison or no?
It's way better because I was in a prison yard. I'm seeing guys get stabbed, get jumped, get beat up. The cops treat us like shit. But here, we get better treatment, right? They talk to us like humans. They talk to us like humans. We got a job. We're underpaid, but we got a job.
Yeah.
You feel me? And then the community comes out and shows us all kinds of love. We never received that growing up. We never received that kind of love, that kind of recognition for anything we've done. So now, doing this kind of stuff and all this love coming, that's life-changing for a lot of guys, because that's all they be needing is a little bit of recognition. With this, it's life-changing, and we get opportunities at careers.
How long was your sentence? You don't mind me asking?
17 years.
17 years.
Yep.
God damn. Th're gonna shave it off.
Yep.
They're gonna shave it off.
They're gonna shave it off. They shaving some off.
They better shave it off.
But you feel me? We ain't breaking. You know what I mean? We ain't folding. You feel me? 17 years. But now I'm at camp. I got about 2 years left. 2 years left. I had to work a bunch of time off with schooling and graduating high school.
How old are you now?
I'm 25 now. I'm forgetting. I've been down for a minute.
I feel you.
I started at 18. I'm 25 now.
And you got linked up with this program how many years ago?
I got to fire camp last year. In November. That was the first time any person like mine with my kind of case, violent crime, was allowed to go to fire camp last year in November. So we're the start of it.
What about for adult offenders? Do you think that like it's a good program overall, right? Like it's like even if it wasn't fighting wildfires, like do you feel like these kinds of initiatives? You talked about being feeling like a human, right? Feeling like a sense of dignity from other people. Do you feel like these kinds of programs, reintegration programs like that, would be successful overall? Like in terms of giving you proper training and giving you tools to one, lower your sentence, give back to the community somehow, and then when you go out, you have, I'm not entirely sure about the wildfire programs in general, but like in general, it's good to have that kind of work experience so you don't feel like your life is lost.
It could be successful, but the thing is the pay. The work compared to the pay is like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So a lot of guys get broke off on the mountain, their body get beat up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if the pay went up, more guys would be more grateful for the opportunity. Yeah. We're grateful for the opportunity. We got all this time. You feel me? We're young. Then we're real excited. We're real motivated. So when we get out, we're firefighters. You feel me? We're not running the streets no more.
Yeah.
But for the adult crews, I mean, it just depends on their motivation. But it's hard work. So if you're lazy, you're not gonna last. You're gonna hate it. But if you're motivated to better yourself, it's gonna work for you as long as you work it.
That's nice to hear from you, man. I don't want to keep you from eating your food.
It's all good, man. It's good, man. It's my 24 down. I appreciate you guys for coming out.
Yeah, nice to meet you, bro.
Xavier, he's down to talk, and then if you guys want to...
Come here. Let's talk. Yo, those are... Does the state give you those?
Yeah. We get them brand new though.
Those are kind of drippy, dude.
Just a little bit. You know, so you look fly on the mountain. It's better than something nice.
Yeah. Do you get to keep it? Do you get to keep the Has?
Yeah.
Oh, you get to bring it back?
Well, everything, they give us everything. Everything's kind of state issue when you get there. They kind of prepare you for the fires. So that way when you get out there, do what you gotta do.
I'm saying, like, when you go back, do you get to keep them?
I don't think so.
It's crazy.
It's considered an antique.
I
don't think he wants to keep that either.
I'm not gonna, I'm gonna cop his shoe.
You're like, hey, can I get this?
No, but I did see some jackets there. They're pretty sweet.
All right, bro, chill. We're not gonna take their clothes off their back, bro. They're fucking fighting wildfires out there.
Look, we'll give it to you, man. We'll give it to you. It's a donation.
All right. So, how are you guys feeing? Tacos good?
We're blessed.
Yeah?
I haven't even tried them yet. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Do you want to eat first?
No, I'm good. I just ate.
No, I'm good, thank you too.
While you eat, you talk. How about that? And then swap it out.
So again, Xavier and Angel for those who
you don't want to eat on camera?
Huh? Nah. I gotta go wait.
There's hella ladies watching right now. They're gonna be judging. They're gonna be judging the way you're eating.
He's not shy.
No, don't even worry, because he eats on stream, and you cannot be worse.
I'm fucking with you.
You cannot be worse. How are you guys doing?
We're blessed. You know, we're taking it all in. We just came down from the mountain yesterday. We were assigned to the Eden Fire. Our division, was meeting up with other crews, doing some hand line. The dozer only goes so far, Our job is really to kind of get in the cracks and crevices where the dozer can go. And when we get out there, we work as a team, This guy is crazy out in the fires, man. This guy goes crazy.
So, let me ask you, how long you guys been training? Like, when did you get started with the program? It's a relatively new one, right?
Yeah, it's relatively new. I mean, fire camps have been around for a while, but as far as for us, you get sent to a training facility before you're even allowed to come to a fire camp. And the training honestly will not prepare you for what it really is. You know, it's only a 2-week program. You probably do a couple sets of push-ups, run a mile or so. But yeah, but it's like
but does not prepare you
it's
for
nothing
the real
compared
world.
to hiking with a pack on or having to cut line for hours. But yeah, like I said, I mean, you won't be able to really figure out what it's about until you get to a fire camp.
Yeah.
It's a lengthy process. I think these facilities try to imitate the feeling you get when you're on the mountain. You know, the hike can be miles and miles, and you know, you got to carry this water, and your circumstances are subject to change, you know, depending on the winds and how the fire increases over time, you know, and these places really just cannot imitate that emotion, that feeling you get when you're up there, you know. And
before these fires this week, had you guys fought any fires before, or is this your first?
No, we were just here at the Ventura fire, the mountain fire.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Just recently. So that was our most recent fire. I mean, fire season just passed, so the last couple of fires we have caught has been down south.
I mean, this is kind of crazy to be your first experience.
Yeah. But you know, it feels good to be able to, you know, show the community that we're out there. You know, we're trying to help the community. You know, it's a hard time for everybody. You know, God bless those people that were affected from these fires. You know, that coming back and your house is burnt down. It's very crazy. You know, it's a very crazy time. But you know, it feels good to be able to help these people in some type of way.
Yeah, we were talking earlier about how I don't think a lot of people know that historically 1/3 of California's firefighting force is made up of incarcerated folks, and I think right now it's like 40-something% because of
we're the backbone of the operation.
How drastic this is. Yeah.
There's a lot of you motherfuckers out here.
It's the backbone of the operation, and you know, Cal Fire is kind of just to cover up for it, you know, and we get out there and we do the hard work, you know. But shout out to those people. Those people do work too, you know. But we get the rough and tough end of the stick.
Yeah. Do you guys, like, what do you want people to know about either this program or about just being an incarcerated firefighter in general? Like, is there any, you know, PSA that you want to make? Like, what's something that people probably don't know, considering that a lot of people don't even know that you guys are out here fighting these fires?
I mean, one thing I would want the public to know is just that we're taking advantage of the second chance that we're being given, you know, and this is the opportunity to change our lives, you know, the trajectory of our lives, to be able to get a career once we leave, you know, once we hit the streets. And we're blessed to be in this position, you know, and like you said, a lot of people may not know about it, but we're putting the work in to try to not only better ourselves, but better our communities.
Bro, don't hype it up too much. They're not gonna give you more. They're not gonna give you more money. It's crazy. They get paid $5 a day. It's
We're out there
bullshit.
getting it.
No, I know, but
We're out there
but
getting it.
it's
Fires
goal,
would
what
be,
we're
fires
working
would
for,
be
you know?
so much larger if they weren't out here. They need to get paid an adequate wage.
I mean,
Right?
you do.
Yeah, no, that's true. I mean, we get paid $5, $5.80 an hour.
You're over here like, oh, it's
Oh, no,
great.
not even. We get paid.
I love being in the
we get
fire.
paid $1 an hour. Actually, that was a mistake on my
You're
part.
gonna get a pay cut after this.
You
Yeah.
oversold.
Yeah, we get paid $24 a day. So
Yeah.
I mean,
$24 a day.
Let me tell you this.
when we're on a fire,
Talk to me.
Did you guys know that you got the normal, like, the rest of the firefighters, right? They're also in the staging area over there somewhere.
Correct.
yeah.
So you got that, and they get paid, like, the municipality gets paid, like, I think 98 grand or something. Like, they get paid pretty well. They get
Very
good pensions,
well.
good benefits. They
Very
got
well.
unions. So they're in a decent situation. What would you say if I were to tell you that there's also private brigades on top of that really rich people like Rick Caruso, you know, the Grove? You guys know what that is? Yeah, the Grove. It's a mall.
Very
fancy
aware.
shopping.
Very well.
It's lame. It's lame as fuck. Anyway, he owns the Grove. He's a real estate developer. So we hired private firefighters to protect the Grove. You know how you heard about the Palisades that got
Correct.
burned down? 75% of it's gone, except for Rick Caruso's mall in the middle of the Palisades. Why? Because he hired a private brigade. Those dudes are making $7,000 a day. to do what you guys are doing. I don't want to. I don't
Money
want
is power.
I don't want the
Money
fucking
is
sheriff
power.
to hear me talking like this.
Well, I think
He didn't encourage you to talk this way.
Yeah, $7,000 a day to do
that really?
basically what you guys are doing.
Wow.
So think about that.
You know, and it's crazy. You know, it's a big pill to swallow. But in this case, the return that we get is our second chance at life. You know, this is a pilot program. You know, a lot of us made decisions before our brain was able to develop, before the age of 25. You know, so I mean, this is our second chance, and this is our second chance to prove it. And you know, at this point, it's a blessing. You know, it's not more about the material, but the growth that we gain from this experience.
Yeah, I think it's important too to talk about how there are obstacles though after you are released, where you have this training, right? You have this experience. You deserve to have this as a career, but you know, it's still really difficult even with legislation that's been passed to work at expunging records and make it easier to get hired in this career. Like it is still
The reintegration process is a little tricky, you know, and I believe it depends and it varies on the individual, you know, because circumstances are subject to change. But at the end of the day, I believe if you want to change and you want to get out there, it's, you know,
How long you guys got? If you don't mind me asking.
I got
4 months, I'm out.
You got a year and a half left?
4 months, I'm out. 4 months, I'm out.
Okay.
I reside in the San Fernando Valley.
December? Okay.
How much time you have left? 2028.
Damn, there's gonna be a whole new president by then. Don't worry, none of us are making it out. None of us are making it out by 2028.
I taught him what Twitch was.
Oh yeah.
I've been in long enough, I didn't know what it was.
Who here watches Twitch? Anybody?
Is it the gaming one though?
Yeah, the gaming one.
Xbox and stuff? Yeah, I watched it a few times.
Yeah, you guys got any favorite content creators like YouTube, Twitch? Kai Cenat? Yeah, I know Kai Cenat. Damn. Look at that, Kai. Pretty boy Fredo.
Guy is that boy, huh? Guy is the boy, huh?
2K basketball.
Oh no, I don't really play any 2K.
Oh, they're
You
asking
guys
me
watch
if he
basketball content creators
games.
though? Oh, who do you like in basketball?
They're talking about, well, we're talking about Twitch. Some of these guys are familiar. Some of them have been locked up too long, but they one of them asked about Kai Cenat.
Like basketball YouTubers?
No, he's
They
like,
do basketball
"You know,
content.
Kai?" Then they're talking about
When I can
basketball.
think of
Gaming.
Pretty Boy Fredo. And,
Fredo.
So Illuminati.
Oh, Soul Illuminati. Yeah, I know Soul.
When did Twitch
Have y'all ever seen like YouTube videos of like a prison in Norway? Look it up.
There's a whole show called The Worst Prisons in the World, right?
Yeah, America has the worst prisons in the world, bar none. Straight up. They say like, oh, Russian prisons are bad, Turkish prisons are bad, or whatever, but American prisons are obviously the fucking worst.
Terrible.
They're
It's a
trying to
for-profit
implement that in
industry.
California.
Definitely. And they're privately owned industries.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
it's,
the plan.
one problem is that, I mean, it's good that incarceration rates have gone down, but now they're like, oh shit, we have less people to use as firefighters. So it's now
They dip into the inmate.
Right, because they do rely on you guys so much.
Do you guys think that they know like the trauma that it causes?
What's that?
Like, do you guys think that they know the trauma that causes like?
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, they don't give a shit. It's like
He's not lying.
they don't give a shit. They don't give a shit when you're
Where's the
out
money?
and
Where's the money?
doing stuff. You
The
know what I
reason
mean?
why I ask is because I mean you heard of the word institutionalized, right? Institutionalized. Have you heard that word before? Institutionalized, like you're
Institutionalized. Yeah.
So now I've only did it for like 12 years, 13 years, but the point is I'm about to go home next month. So you go from the cell to this right here. It's like it's culture shocking. So now I guess like the fire camp, bringing back light to the fire camp, right? It does help you because now you start mingling with the public, with you guys, the civilians, right? Which is I feel foreign with you guys because I feel like I'm part of the prison. That's who I was. That's what they indoctrinated me to be.
Yeah.
That's what they wanted me to be. So like now they want you to get out here and then go to a fire camp and then act like if you're a firefighter. And we do get like minimum training, right? So how is it that you do that? How can I become a better civilian, a citizen, coming from prison to this? Like maybe you guys know something about that. That's my biggest question. How do
I've
I?
only been in jail
You know what I
once.
mean? Like,
It was not.
okay, what's
It was
normal to you guys?
overnight.
What's normal to you guys?
Are you asking like personally how
Right,
you
right.
make that transition?
Right.
I mean,
He asked a serious question and I made jokes. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
No,
It's
no,
a
no.
job.
It's a job. It's
I think what's key is having support, right?
Right.
So that that transition is easier. I mean,
Right.
you're right. When you spend so long
Right.
in prison, and you either are on the path to being institutionalized or you're
Right,
there,
right.
it is hard to transition out, and there is such a lack of support from the state.
Right, that's my,
So I understand. I mean, that's neither of us have been in that situation before, so we can't speak from personal experience. But it's why we are trying to bring attention to this and
Light
say,
on this.
okay, you're somebody who you have firefighting skills now, right?
Right.
You've been there on the front lines. You've trained for this. How great would it be, and how deserving are you of having this as a career after you
Right.
leave, so you don't have to struggle with job opportunities because you have a criminal record. And of course, we live in a country where that is an obstacle to you re-entering into society.
What kind of services do they have inside for when you're about to leave, right? When you're about to get out? Do they have retraining services or anything like that? They connect you with job providers?
right. So in camp, it's kind of minimal. They really don't. If it's it seems to me like if it's just Cal Fire, if it's not Cal Fire related, you're just not what they're looking for. They're not going to put much effort into it. Now you do have those individuals that do want to help you, right? But that's more because they're personalized with you and you kind of grow a bond with them over time. But as far as them providing something for us specifically for not Cal Fire, there's really none. So that's the thing.
So California State doesn't have any sort of reintegration program.
California has MCRP program, and thank God for Scott Button, he's trying to integrate his ARC program. So MCRP is the reintegration program from being incarcerated to being on the outside. It's limited, but it's offering you a way to try to deinstitutionalize, but in a sense, it's kind of just keeping you on a leash. Sadly to say, but that's what it is. They do offer some programs, but they're very limited. Very limited because you're usually private-owned companies.
And they most likely have you do it yourself. When you finish parole, they have you do your own parole.
It feels like out of 10, only 3 go. So what about the rest?
I feel like if you had a job coming out, if you had something lined up, kind of like this program, if it was Cal Fire or if it's anything else, you're not gonna fuck around. You're not gonna want to lose that job. You're not gonna want to fuck over. You're not gonna fuck around with your parole.
You're gonna lose. It's a tie down.
Yeah, that's what is so frustrating about stuff like this is that it's just so dispensable, expendable. They just discard you. They're like, all right, fuck off. All right, you did your time. Fuck off.
It's another number, yeah.
And it's very frustrating.
So you said you kind of do political news, rehabilitation. Since you've been kind of shining the light on some of the dark spaces, have you seen any progress being made or any development within that field?
Yes and no. I feel like people are very resistant. They're very resilient. They don't want to see the humanity of other people, and it's pretty dog eat dog out there. You know this, right? Obviously, everyone has a fuck you, I want to get mine mentality. So they don't have any time for anybody else. But overall, there are communities out there that obviously guys like Scott, out of the kindness of their heart, people that try to extend a helping hand to those who just need just a little bit of a leg up to be able to reintegrate, to be able to become valuable members of society. There's great examples of that too. There's plenty of convicts that ex-cons that made some of themselves after.
Big blazes.
Yeah, big blazes.
Made it big blazes.
Oh, made it big blazes. Yeah.
I have seen so much news coverage speaking about incarcerated firefighters, and I've seen people sharing stuff. I know it's the first time that they've heard about that, so I think it's even just that first step.
Yeah, of course. Come over.
A lot of the guys out here who are fighting these
Watch out. Get in here.
Stand right here.
Talk to him.
I just want to say hello to my daughter out there. I haven't seen her about 11 years. And I love you, baby. And hopefully I'll be out soon. And I miss you a lot. And hey, be good out there and teach your mom right, okay? I love you.
He's doing the Lord's work. He's protecting people in California right now, every day. What's your name?
My name is Salvador Serna. I'm out of Tulare County, and I miss everybody.
Nice to meet you. What? How much time you got?
I got about 6 months left.
Oh, hell yeah.
About
Okay.
6 months. Unfortunately, I came back on another term, but I'm very appreciative.
You didn't do this beforehand. You didn't do the CAL FIRE program beforehand.
I've never done it before, but I'm hanging with a crew that's way younger than me, and man, they're all on fire, man, and I'm just running with the pack.
Tell them how old you are, OG.
How many push-ups is OG doing?
I'm 53 years old, and
He can probably max
I'm
you
running
out,
with all
man.
these 20 and 30-year-olds. So
He's out there, man.
if I could do it, anybody could do
He's
it.
in the Wild Peak crew, so everybody in this crew is under 25.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell them, OG.
OG's
That's
under
true,
25
man.
too.
For sure.
In heart.
At heart.
At heart.
Well, I've been walking in circles for many years, so
All right.
I appreciate it very much, and thank you so much, man.
Of course. Nice to meet you, man. Thank you for everything you're doing.
Hey, thank you again. Sir.
Keeping the streets safe.
Yeah, put my
And
bed.
so he was asking like, why do we care? Like how we got involved, and like that's a long story, but
I try to explain to people all the time that are listening that they are closer to where you are, and I am closer to where you are than we are to a guy like Elon Musk or a billionaire or a multi-millionaire, owns multiple condos, properties. Like, obviously sometimes people don't have a good starting position in life, you know what I mean? And they get lost in the system. Like, no one is like truly evil. I mean, okay, there's some motherfuckers who are truly evil. But like, everybody has a story, everybody's a normal human being. Yeah.
A lot of good in people.
I remember.
It's more about maximizing potential,
Breaking that stigma.
and a focus on rehabilitation. These sorts of programs are good for that, especially very important for that. Because everybody needs to be busy, bro. That's what it is. You know what I mean? If you're not busy, you're gonna go fucking crazy.
Definitely.
Sitting around, looking at the same gray bars all fucking day. So obviously, I think breaking that pattern a little bit for you guys is, I assume, very helpful.
For sure.
Yeah, bro, you have the Luffy scar. You know what that is? One Piece. It's an anime.
Always bring
It's a very famous anime, and the main character has the exact same scar that you have. Might be related. Yeah, probably.
You spoke about like the rogue, like individualism, right? And I think we got to get kind of to like the collective identity or the collective mindset. And you spoke of like the race. And so my question is, how do we like bridge that gap to where we kind of like bring the people more together for that collective identity?
But I think overall, people should recognize that they have the exact same interests in life. Like that's my principle, at least. I believe that everybody wants a hot meal, a roof over their head, you know what I mean, and a decent job, and maybe to get pussy on the weekends, and watch some fucking anime, play some video games. Yeah, so
Shit you can say on Twitch, huh?
yeah, I can say that. Yeah, you can say whatever you want.
now you know what Twitch is. So.
But that's what everybody wants.
Yeah, realism.
And I think it's always the limitations of the system that cause people to not be able to achieve that in the most successful way. There is virtually nothing different between any of you guys and someone like myself, except for like I'm willing to bet that my beginning point is more affluent, more privileged. You know what I mean? That's it.
Definitely.
Like I fucked up. I fucked up when I was a kid. I fucked up when I was a young adult. I mean, I got arrested. You know what I mean? Like, but the difference is I had a network to be able to rely on, to fall back to. And if that's taken from underneath you, if you don't have that support system, then some people end up falling through the cracks. You know? What's up, man? What camp are you from? Washington Ridge? Hell yeah. So you guys are from different facilities?
Definitely.
Okay.
There's multiple caps around California.
How you like it down here? Have you toured before? Like, have you done this before? Yeah. How many times? This is your fourth season. Okay. How old are you?
I'm 26. I'll be 27 next month.
You're about to be 27 next month? Okay. Happy early birthday.
Thank you.
I'm 33. That's crazy. I'm older than all. I'm old as
like
fuck.
27,
You thought it was 27? Thank you. What's your name? Talib?
Yeah.
Hasan. Nice to meet you,
He's
Talib.
being nice too.
Yeah. No, he's not. He
Yes,
really
he
thought I was
is.
27. Shut up, Caroline.
He was a salt and pepper beer,
No,
my friend.
he didn't. He thinks that I look 27. Can we just? It's fine. That's what he thought. It's all good.
I have 50 days left.
Oh, you have 50 days left? Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so I feel like a lot of the people here, like a lot of people I talk to, like they have a couple months left, like a year left, 50 days left. It's very it's at the end of their sentence for the most part. Is that a part of is that a byproduct of the
Not necessarily. Some people, OG that was on camera earlier, he got a couple years left. So it just varies. What it is, it's a percentage drop. It's a percentage drop. The law that Newsom passed no longer have to do the 85% as a violent offender. As you get into these programs, they give you the privilege of dropping your percentage of how much you have to do out of your sentence. So in this case, I was a violent offender, so I go from 85. Without being in these programs, you go to 66, and when you enter the program, you do half time, so 50%.
Yeah. Are there educational opportunities in there or no? Like, do they?
Yeah, I believe the college that I'm taking right now is called Rising Scholars through Lake Tahoe Community College.
Yeah.
And they provide the opportunity for inmates to gain their, I believe their AA, and I believe their bachelor's in some subjects, not all subjects.
What are the subjects you can get it in?
I'm barely doing college, so I'm in English 101 and counseling, but I believe you can get it in arts and sociology.
You can get it in business, sociology. Now we can get it in anything, basically.
Have you done it or no?
I was taking classes to get my degree in sociology.
Okay. You got 50 days. What are you gonna do when you get out?
I'm gonna hit up Scott and see what he has to offer me to help me.
Okay.
Either Ventura or working at Hollywood TVR.
Okay. From what I understand, you can get your record expunged to get an EMT certification. That's something that's very helpful, right? I mean, there's obviously need for more emergency service personnel, more firefighters, you know? So, good luck. Yeah. Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing?
That was very stale, man.
I mean, I'm a little autistic, okay? Give me a break.
Slightly.
I'm a little bit. Give me a break, bro. God damn.
They want to say hi?
Oh, hell yeah. Let's do it.
This is Baker and Williams.
What's going on, Baker? How you doing? Williams, Hasan.
Nice to meet you.
Hasan, nice to meet you
Just
guys.
asking like what we're doing,
So
why we're
at
here.
Fender Canyon?
Yes, Fender Canyon.
All right, where are you guys fighting right now?
I'm at the Eastern Fire right here in Pasadena. Right here, Graffield.
Oh yeah. How many tours have you done so far? How many seasons?
No, this is my third season.
Third season. Fourth season. Okay. God damn.
Is this the worst that you've ever seen?
I was on American Fire years ago, but yeah.
You like the program?
Program's good. Not enough pay, but the program's good.
Not
That's
enough
right.
pay. Yeah, that's why
right.
we're here to talk about.
What do you guys get right now? Like $24 a day or something?
Yes, $24
That's crazy.
a day.
So what are the things that you guys are tasked with right now? You're just clearing out?
Yeah, basically like clearing out brush, lemming up, fuel break, doing stuff like that.
One of the harder tasks, right?
A lot of strain on your body.
Yeah.
You know, like I say, it's all too within the mental as well too. As far as hiking up the mountains, late night cold. It could be like 2 in the morning if a fire flare up. You know, you got to get back out there, jump in. So it's a lot going on.
Right now they're on break, right? They're doing 24 hours off. But when you're back out there, you sleep out there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? So they give you like what? Like they give you gear and then they give you like sleeping
This is
gear?
pretty much what you got right here. And then you got your Nomex on, your Nomex shirt on.
That's it?
Yeah, that's all.
They don't give you any sleeping gear?
No, not on the mountains. Not on the mountain. So like I say, because you could be out there scraping line all night, you know, whatever it may be, trying to get a fire out. Yeah, so you can be out there dragging
What kind
that.
of protective gear do you have? I mean, I can't imagine
More
that
like
you're
a
gonna...
shroud, you know.
Pretty much same gear in Cal Fires where we have. Pretty much same gear, just in a different color. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah. Is it orange or is it yellow, right?
Orange.
Is it orange? Yeah.
And then as soon as you guys are done, they escort you.
Yeah, so as soon as
back.
we're done, we're gonna go back to the bus, rehab our tools, sharpen them up, be fire ready. Be fire ready for like, you know, we get called to another fire or whatever it may be.
Why did you decide to join the program 3 years ago or 4 years ago?
I'm gonna be honest, when I first joined it, I just did it for like the time reduction, but once I started doing it, I kind of liked it. But once I get released, I won't do it though, because like I said, it's just too much going on as far as like the breathing and the, you know, as far as the air, different chemicals and stuff like that. And as far as I know, from other captains that I've talked to, basically they said like it's just a long-term, you know, health condition, you know, as far as just breathing in all the different chemicals and stuff.
You guys get any medical after? Like any medical attention?
No, they asked us, do we need like, for like if anybody got hurt, anybody get injured, any medical conditions. But if it ain't really like, for like you got really hurt on the fire line, sprained ankle, none of that type of stuff, you kind of just like go back to, working the next day. Like you say, the 24-hour down, 24-hour up. But you're not really getting a full 24-hour down. You're going to get the 24-hour on the line for fighting fire, but you're not getting a full 24-hour down because you got to come back, you got to shower, you got to go to eat, you got to go to get lunches,
It's also a lot of noise, a lot of activity.
A lot of stuff going. They got to go to briefing, get the assignment, so it's a lot that's going on.
Are you guys staying in these tents?
Yeah, we're staying in these tents.
Are they nice?
Yeah, they're pretty nice.
Are they better than prison?
Yeah, absolutely better than prison.
God damn, prison sucks.
You know they go back to a camp after this.
Yeah, we go back to the camp.
Yeah,
so we don't go back to prison, so we left the prison
camp.
yard. So we go back to camp. So our camp be like, maybe staging. I mean, our camp's in like Palmdale. So.
But I'm from California, actually.
So I want to ask you why you joined the program.
I did it 14 years ago. And when I came back last year, my points was low, and I said, instead of going to the yard, I said, send me to camp. So yeah, I was Carlsberg 12 years ago. I was at Carlsberg fire camp 12 years ago.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I came back to jail. Instead of going to a regular prison yard, I said, send me to camp. So,
are you wanting to pursue firefighting like when you're released
but I'm 56
again?
years old. I'm 56. I'm still doing it with the youngsters.
It's a lot.
Yeah, but I still, for my age, I still get up that mountain. So I wouldn't mind doing it. And they say California don't have an age limit. So, it's up in the air right now with me. Yeah.
How much time you got?
I go home March 15th.
I go home in July.
Okay.
Yeah, so
What's the first thing you do when you get out?
Drink a beer.
What kind of beer?
Modelo.
Okay, there you go.
Modelo.
What about you?
see my grandmother. Yeah,
She in California?
Yeah, she in California. So I'm gonna see her because I just did. Right now I'm putting like 10 and a half years. So I've been incarcerated 10 and a half years. So and I go home in July.
How old are you?
32.
You're 32?
Yeah, came in at 21.
Young as hell. I'm 33. Look way younger than me.
He's looking for another person to tell him that he looks.
Okay, stop. Thanks a lot for sharing your story, guys.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
It's a video game platform. Normally, it's a video game streaming platform. People play video games, and then people can watch it. It's like YouTube, but live. Okay. Basically. Thank you.
So you mean tell me that I can get paid for playing Fallout?
Yeah, you like Fallout? Wait, hold up. What's your name?
I'm Sean Armstrong.
Sean Armstrong? Hasan, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
You
you.
fuck with Fallout?
I do.
Wait, so when did you get in?
This is my 13th year.
This is your 13th year?
Yeah.
Damn, so you played like Fallout 1.
I played 3 in New Vegas.
You played New Vegas? I know the guy who made New Vegas.
Never.
Yeah, he might see this. Yeah, it's a good game.
It is.
Yeah.
Nah, they just got PS4s at the camp, so I've been playing on 4.
Oh, hell yeah. That's cool. So, you guys stay here during the duration of the firefighting, and then you go back to camp.
Yes, sir.
Right? So, for the rest of your sentence, you're at camp? Is that how that works?
Unless we get in trouble, yes.
Okay.
Good.
And the camp is like much nicer than prison.
Yeah, there's little to no tension. The racial disputes is not a thing there. Your family gets to bring food to you from the street.
That's
you can
it.
eat at visiting. It's nice.
You feel like a human.
Yeah, you got real weights here.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Oh, they got fake weights in prison?
No, they ain't got
No weights.
They don't have weights in prison?
No, Arnold Schwarzenegger took him out.
He took him out?
Yeah.
Why did he do that?
I don't know.
He didn't want nobody else to be brolic like him.
I heard that's what it was.
Yeah, he got jealous. How long you got?
I got a year left.
Okay.
This is actually my last year. I get out around December.
What are you gonna do when you get out?
First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to work at stagehand. I was thinking about getting an electrician class, like a 10-month course at SJC.
What about you? How much time you got?
I got about 2.5 years left.
2.5 years left? All right. What do you,
I mean, honestly, man, this place took off like 14 months of my sentence. Like from going from 80 to 50, or 66 to 50, it took off 14 months, and that was cool.
Yeah, it took 22 of mine.
let me ask you something. Do you feel like it's the pay, or is the fact that you get training and you get to do something, or is it the fact that you get shaved time off your sentence, or out of all of these 4 things that I've had to mention, which one is the most important for you? Which one's the best thing for you? The fact that you stay at camp, where it's like obviously a much more humane situation than like being in prison. Out of all of those factors, which one do you think is the most impactful?
What I would choose myself, I would rather do 2 to 5 years at camp than, 2 to 5 years in Jamestown. I do 1 year at Jamestown. I'd rather do twice that. Whatever I'm doing at camp, I would take that over anything. The pay's cool. It helps pay off the restitution. It makes you feel like you're earning a little dollar.
Yeah.
But that's not. And we're getting they're upping the pay on stuff. From last time I was in camp, it was like your grade pay was like half of what it is now. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. It's still crazy. $25 is unacceptable.
It's not. But it's
those wages are ridiculous.
The time it's a hard one between the time, man. But I had to, just being at camp itself. I'm learning self-discipline. You're teaching yourself how to work hard. To get up there and to go up there and cut for 5, 6, 7 hours, you're like sitting there. You're whooped. You've ran a whole Domar of gas, and you're just like, I gotta go hike up this mountain now. And it's a mind thing. It's something to train yourself. I'm gonna tell you, this is the hardest work I've ever done, and I've worked my whole life. Remodeled log homes. A lot of construction, handyman.
Where are you from originally?
I'm from Tulare County.
What about you? Where are you from?
From Bakersfield.
Oh, you're from Bakersfield. Okay.
If you got a good attitude about this place, man, and regardless, everybody comes from a different walk of life. This is a place where we can all come and agree on, we're gonna go work hard today, and we're all on the line. You're all brothers. You're all got each other's backs, no matter what race, ethnicity.
He was saying that Scott is bringing in. He got Coachella to donate some mobile showers for these guys because they haven't been able to shower in 5 days.
Yeah, they just barely showed up today. The mobile showers just got here today.
Yeah. There was a situation that they had told us. Somebody on the Cal Fire said that they don't want no inmates using their showers. That's why we had to walk all the way around, and then we just got turned around when we was just finna go shower. We still ain't showered yet.
Oh, in that one shower unit way over there?
Yeah.
Wow.
They took our unit. Remember, it was right here?
Yeah, they took our unit and then told us that they don't want no inmates in their showers, so we still haven't showered yet. So
those guys messed up.
got Coachella to donate us our own mobile shower unit. That way we don't have to go through this. I'm off of 24 just from yesterday, still ain't showered or been to sleep today.
How long have you been in and out? How long have you been going into the fight?
24 up, 24 down. So just like yesterday, we spent the whole 24 hours on the fire line. We're supposed to have 24 hours to rest today. We'll be back tomorrow, 24 hours, and it just rotates like that.
We usually, because this is a fed fire now. Remember, it's a state fire. We'll do a completely different cut. We'll do a way more bigger cut. We'll do a 10-foot cut with a 4-foot scrape. But these guys, they have us doing a smaller one right now. They just have us doing a 6-foot cut with a 2-foot scrape.
Yeah, so yesterday we went in with an 8-foot cut and a 4-foot scrape.
Yeah.
It depends on which fire you're at and where you're at.
They had us trenching the whole way up, the whole way, and I'm second Pulaski.
Yeah.
I'm swinging my arms all day. Oh man.
I'm on the saw, bro, and I've never cut that much in my life, bro.
So you got weights. You don't got a PS4, but you got a TV.
Yeah, we got a TV.
You guys get internet access or no? No internet access.
They don't want us to have that.
Why not?
I don't know.
Well, we're still
limited.
We're still incarcerated people, so we can't be we're limited.
You're still a person?
Tell me about it.
It's a human right.
Yeah.
I think you should be able to get internet access.
For sure.
What are you gonna do with internet access? Crimes?
We gotta get you to our camp, Growlersburg.
I'm down. Yeah,
MTV Cribs. Coming soon.
No, I would love to do that for sure.
Coming soon.
I'll talk to Scott. If we can make something like that happen, that would be great. Because I know phone calls are I don't know how it is in California.
It's free now.
Yeah, it used to be a big ass fucking problem.
It used to be a lot.
That shit was awful.
So the phone calls are free now. So everyone that left, come back. I could call you now.
Wait, tell them what it used to be like.
So it used to be a lot, like 33 cents a minute.
33 cents a minute. 33 cents a minute.
$100 a day. Like only 15-minute phone call. Which has been like $100 a week.
Yeah.
So that's why we're all single now. Am I right? Oh no, just me. Huh?
Wait, okay, so why is that important? Why is it important that you have access to the outside world like that?
We're not trying to get institutionalized. We're not trying to get stuck in here because we're still people, like you said.
Yeah.
We're still people, and we're still trying to strive, and we're still trying to grow and get out of what we're in. Whenever I come home, I'm able to talk to my family. Not only does it motivate me, but it keeps me updated with the streets. Hey, this is going on, crypto. Hey, you need to get your bank account up. You need to all these information to give me that he can't give me because he didn't experience that. Or he didn't experience
crypto?
that.
Don't do crypto, bro. You're gonna lose all your money.
We'll see.
Oh my God, bro. Don't do it. I promise. Don't do it. It's not a good idea.
You guys put me up on game on that. Then.
Okay. Yeah. Don't do that.
Gotta get into the sports betting.
Oh my God. No. No.
So what would you suggest to get into?
No. Don't gamble, bro. Don't gamble. No. What I would suggest is you know, trying to get a decent wage job. There's a lot of people who don't go to prison who are also lose a shit ton of money doing crypto and gambling and all this stuff. It's bad.
We see, so without connection to the world, I wouldn't know this. So now I'm just thinking I'm going right into crypto. But look, we need more connection with the world now.
No, you need less connection with the world. You're trying to make crypto puts. You're trying to make calls.
I heard you be gaming. What's your favorite game?
I game right now. I'm playing Marvel Rivals a lot, but it's new. It's a new game. As far as like of all time, Metal Gear Solid. What do you play? You play any games?
Super Smash Bros. And Fortnite.
Okay. Oh, you play Fortnite? Nice.
They have a PS4.
No, I know. Yeah, I suck at Fortnite. You beat my ass. You got a lot more time to play Fortnite than I do.
Well, at our camp we don't have internet, so like we play. Like right now I'm playing Dream Hunter. I'm playing Monster Hunter Ice World Reborn.
Oh, there's a lot of good single player games out there though.
That's a real good game.
How does that work? Can people just like buy you guys games or no?
I think so. We can get games sent in. I think we can.
Okay.
As long as they're pre-approved by our lieutenant.
Wait, what? Oh, so the lieutenant's like, this is too violent. Like,
I mean, we have Mortal Kombat. We have.
Oh, okay, then never mind.
Yeah,
That's not a problem. So Washington Ridge Camp, right?
Yes.
All right, there you go. You can send in video games to Washington Ridge Camp. How do they do it? Is there like a Department of Corrections website portal, something like that? Lieutenant Hanks.
This is Lieutenant
Hasan.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I can't say nothing about it.
How do we send these guys video games? There's a lot of people watching right now.
How do we send these guys video games?
Yeah.
Video games are a challenge because I can't give them access to the internet without it being supervised.
Yeah, no, I meant like hard copies.
You donate them to the camp, so you send it to the address of the camp, and you state that you wish to donate it for camp, and then we'll include it in the systems we have.
Hell yeah.
Does it have to be like a maturity level restricted?
Yes, it has to be maturity level restricted, and it can't have an online component to it.
They'll send you guys some hard copies of video games. Hey, nice to meet you guys.
Hi guys.
I just want to say what's up to my wife, to my son. I do this for you guys. Thank you to the program, you know, got me a lot of time off. Chat, you know what's up, man. Get this to my wife, man.
Yeah, let's do a photo.
This is our first shower in a whole week. Just let them know we've been out here for a week.
Let's go.
It's our first shower,
It's
bro.
about time. You guys get a
Thank you
shower.
guys. It's because of y'all. Y'all about to say it first.
How do you feel? How do you feel?
That was fantastic.
I want
That was amazing.
I want you to talk about the fundraiser. ARC is doing a fundraiser for these guys after they get out. We're thinking of funds.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of things that we need. Everyone wants to give right now
Yeah.
that they're on the fire line.
Yeah.
There's not so much to give right now, right? They're fairly good right now. It's when they get back to camp, right? There's not a TV that's working in some places, right?
Yeah.
There's the boots are all fucked up and they need better boots. Like there's just things that are not so sexy, but that they need. You never think this, but we're getting a shower truck dropped off.
No, I know
Like,
we were talking about.
Yeah. By the way,
you
God
had to
bless.
reach out to Coachella.
God bless the dudes at Coachella.
Dude.
They got a shower truck coming in. These guys haven't showered in like 4 days.
I know.
So just stuff like that. And then I think also when they get out, if they want to work for CAL FIRE, as soon as they get out, how are they going to pay rent to wherever they're getting hired? How are they going to pay utilities? What about a car to get to and from work? Right? Those sort of things. So we're setting up a scholarship fund to help them when they get out.
The conversations that I was having with all these guys is they kept being like, I don't mean this the wrong way, but like, why do you guys care?
Why are you here?
Yeah,
They keep
why
saying,
are you
like,
here?
why do you care
what are you
about
guys
us?
doing here? Why do you care about us?
Isn't that sad? They don't think people care.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Until
I
they
think
see a night like tonight.
I know, and I think right now, you know, with disasters like this, it's a huge moment to raise awareness, right? Because people they're like, okay, I want to help. I want to feel collective action. I want to be in solidarity, and it's like, let this moment radicalize you in a good way, right? Don't fall prey to like misinformation, to individualism. Let this, you know.
It's like, to me, it's like the misinformation piece of it, and
Yeah.
just like people like using this for like political hits and shit like that. When like you guys are showing up and like showing love
Yeah.
and being here for these guys, and other people just want to use it.
But that is radical. Like that for a lot of people, that is, you know, radical empathy. It's like radical sounds so intense, right? It's like an intense word, but it is truly seeing these people as human beings, right?
There's fundamentally no difference between any of the dudes I just met today and myself, with the most important exception. I come from a more affluent background.
Yep.
And therefore, when I fucked up, I had a support network to rely on.
Yeah,
I had my
me
family
too.
that could set me straight. And I try to explain to other people that, like, these guys are, yeah, maybe some of them did some stuff that you would consider to be ridiculous or crazy or whatever, but it doesn't matter. Like, everyone has the capacity to rehabilitate.
Yeah.
Everyone has the capacity to become a better, more productive member of
And that's
society.
what these guys are doing, right?
Yeah.
Like the thing I love the most about this is you go from like the pariah of the community.
Yeah.
Like we want to separate you because you're too dangerous and get out of our community. And now all of a sudden you're a first responder, you're a hero. People are baking you brownies and cookies because you're going up in a mountain and fighting a fire so it doesn't kill our entire community.
I think it's that's another thing I want to do if we can do this, because they were talking about like going back to camp.
Yeah.
If we could potentially film the camp at some point.
No, we go.
Because
as soon as they're back, let's go.
Okay, that's a great idea. I want to do that 100% because I think from what I see, this is like one of the closest aspects to a more rehabilitative approach.
Yeah.
In like the American carceral structure.
100%.
Because like one of the things that everybody talked about, and across age groups from different camps, everyone was like, there's no racialized, like there's no race stuff. Everyone is the same. Nobody rocks the boat, because you get all of these positive incentives of sentence reduction, but more importantly than that, the conditions in the camp are significantly better than prison.
Significantly.
And by the way, that doesn't mean it's actually like better than your
Those
living
guys
conditions at
couldn't-
home.
Yeah, those guys couldn't shower for 5 days.
They also don't have internet. They don't have internet access unless it's supervised. But I think that plays a major role in people feeling like human beings, and it helps with reintegration in general.
I was on your live stream as you were driving, and I saw all the people commenting about modern day slavery. And I'll say this, it's like, I'm running like a massive campaign right now with Governor Newsom and others, trying to get him to raise the pay, because I agree that the pay, it's been $1 an hour since 1984, right? That's unacceptable. So there was an actual legislative proposal this year to go from $1 an hour to $5 an hour, and it got killed. So this year I want to accomplish that, but like no one's forced to be here, right? This is voluntary, and it's now. 5 years ago, there was no path to a career. You risked your life, you got paid nothing, you got out, and it's like, no, we won't hire you. Now there's a path to a $100,000 a year job. And I tell these guys, like, who cares what you get paid? Volunteer to get out of a prison cell, save people's life, make amends, redeem yourself for the shit you've done. Even if you're volunteering, you get paid nothing. And I'm going to do everything I can to make sure you have a career where you can make $100,000, $150,000, $200,000 so your kids never have to go through what you went through, and then go to a great private school and a great college. The budget process starts now in January. The governor released his budget this week. And then they close the budget in June and it becomes a state budget. So between now and June is when he will either force his Department of Finance to do it or not do it. And the governor was here tonight.
I'll sing his praises if he does.
I'll tell you this, like he really, in terms of fire stuff, he's done incredible. No governor in the last 30, 40 years has doubled CAL FIRE's budget. $2 billion when he came in, $4 billion now. 7,000 firefighters there, 14,000 now. Like he's doing it.
Thank you so much for everything. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to talk to these guys.
How were the combos?
Fantastic.
So good.
So good.
Amazing. I would love to do more stuff with you on specifically this issue. Because this is something that I think is unfortunately an area where a lot of people just don't ever even encounter, like don't even broach the subject matter with like any dignity whatsoever. Everybody just writes off prisoners. They don't ever talk about them. They don't ever think about them. They don't want to reduce sentences. They want to make sure that people stay in prison for as long as possible without ever thinking about it. And I think showing the camp conditions specifically as juxtaposed with like what county jail looks like, what prison looks like, and how much that helps people feel human, and how successful that is in terms of like rehabilitating people and allowing that integration to happen is really huge. This is a major aspect.
Wait till you see the camp. You'll really enjoy it. And we'll go there. We'll shoot it. It'll be great. Thank you guys for coming and shining a light. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Big dog, I'll see you. I'm going to San Francisco. See you when I'm down. Blown away.
Yeah.
My house isn't burnt down.
Yeah.
Hopefully not. All right, everybody. This was a wonderful experience overall. Thank you so much, Caroline. Thank you, Scott Budnick, as always. Thank you, Murat, for showing up as well. You know, this was a wonderful experience. I'll of course be live tomorrow, and I hope you learned something today. All right.